North Dakota law shapes school enrollment through district residency policies and state public health requirements. Under state health guidance, students must be up to date on required vaccines or have a valid exemption on file by a specific deadline. If records are missing, the school is legally required to exclude the student from attending class. We will walk through the exact steps to build a fully compliant, ready-to-submit enrollment packet. Start by grabbing an empty folder. You'll need a birth certificate, your state-issued ID, a recent utility bill, and complete medical records. Securing these foundational items right now eliminates the risk of a last-minute scramble and helps ensure your child starts the school year on time. Take that birth certificate, your driver's license, and the utility bill and put them straight into your folder. These are your core 3 documents. Public school districts rely strictly on the official age record from that birth certificate to determine exactly which grade your child is eligible to enter. Your utility bill serves as your proof of residency. This piece of paper dictates exactly which neighborhood school your child is legally assigned to attend. If you want your child to attend a public school outside of that assigned home district, you have to use a process called open enrollment. Approval for this is not automatic. To pursue it, you must download a specific application from the North Dakota Department of Public Instruction, fill it out, and add it to your folder for review by both the home and receiving districts. By definitively establishing your child's identity and your physical address up front, you verify your legal right to a seat in a specific building, preventing administrative rejection before your application is even read. Now we move to the most highly scrutinized part of your enrollment packet, North Dakota's immunization compliance rules. The state does not use a single list for every student. Instead, required vaccines are categorized into specific grade bands that you need to audit carefully. For grades K through 6, the base requirements are DTaP, hepatitis B, polio, MMR, and varicella. Expanding to grades 7 through 10, these remain, plus mandatory meningococcal and Tdap doses. Finally, grades 11 and 12 show an increased meningococcal requirement. Systematically matching your own child's medical records to their specific grade band ensures the health file meets the state's legal threshold for attendance. Do not assume that a simple checkmark on a clinic printout means a vaccine series is legally complete. North Dakota enforces a strict policy known as the timing rule, which dictates exactly when those vaccines are considered valid. If a dose was administered even 1 day before a required age milestone, the state categorizes it as legally invalid. You must verify administration dates on your records against North Dakota guidance to ensure every dose occurred after the cutoff. If you discover a date misalignment during this audit, contact your healthcare provider or public health office immediately to schedule an updated dose. Actively passing this timing rule check is the only way to guarantee that a file that looks complete to you isn't ultimately rejected by the school nurse. Some families will have gaps in their records, whether they are intentionally opting out of vaccines, missing certain doses, or transferring in from a homeschool environment. To legally opt out of a requirement, you must secure, fill out, and sign a specific state exemption form, whether for medical reasons, personal or religious beliefs, or a documented history of the disease. If your child is transferring or was previously homeschooled, be sure to slide their prior academic transcripts or placement records into the folder alongside any necessary exemptions. This calendar highlights the state-mandated deadline for health compliance. Every student must be fully up to date or have an approved exemption filed by October 1st. If that deadline passes and your file is still missing records or forms, your child will be legally excluded from attending school. The state does grant a specific 30-day grace period, but only for families who move into the district and enroll mid-year. Respecting this non-negotiable legal deadline protects your child's continuous education and ensures they remain in the classroom. Your complete enrollment folder is now assembled. Your child's age is verified, your residency is established, and you have audited your health records against the state's immunization matrix. Before you drop this off, call your local school to ask if they require any district-specific cover sheets, like emergency contact lists or language background forms. By auditing these specific documents against state standards before you arrive, you have prepared a file that is ready for the school's review, minimizing the risk